Yeah, this is Adrian Romero here at Rankin News, Celia Cruz TV. So they'd be using this like Epic software. And like I said, even though this was retired because of it's for medical use purposes only. But they're using it to personal gain, or basically because they're lazy, they don't want to they don't feel like working. And so I have goals, I have things to do, and because of them, now I have all this, 7+ restraining orders because of them. So, like I said, allegations and everything, they're not going based on facts. So, this really has basically cost me my freedom, everything, and because of them doing this, like I said, it's just like I stress out, you know, um, I mean, sometimes like you just like I forget what day it is, because sometimes just like I say, you're sleeping and they just like people wake you up or whatever, and then it's like and like I said, it's like really hard to focus, and because of that, I missed a couple courts, and like I said, it's not intentionally, but like I said, nobody has willing to taking the time out of the schedule and ask somebody from Valley Medical Kaiser that this Epic software, it does exist. And if you look at the previous videos, now you know why they're doing it. And it's just that also because, like, life insurance policy, whatever. So at the same time, you just like, how come, focus on themselves? It's like I said, I was telling, like I said, Saturday, I was talking to a friend. So me and that friend, like, we went to the store, and okay, and because like I said, I get depressed, or sad or whatever, or think about situations, or think about like, for example, how come they're doing this to me, right? So I was going through the alley. I mean, I was going through the aisle, and because I'm gaining weight, like I said, stress, like I said, so just like sometimes I eat too late, or because I'm depressed, I eat whatever, right? Which Oscar says that it's allegations, blah 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 blah, and like I said that the people that's supposed to help me when they call these programs, they want to keep pushing, or like they want me to say something that I'm not, because I'm not. For example, like they want me to say that I'm Asian, but I'm not. So they keep pushing, like and talk to me in Asian, but I'm not. So anyway, so that's basically where I'm at. Like I said, I'm stressed because they don't want to help me. Like I said, and I just that it's just like I'm not gonna admit something that I'm not, or basically just tell me, or basically like I said, like one of the previous videos on Piñata, So just basically just hit me, and so, and like I said, I mean, Piñatas, they don't talk, so they just stick to hit. So basically that's what I'm at. But anyway, but I was looking through it now. So my friend, like I said, he's helping me, and because he's helping me, remembering my courts, or etc., right? And and he knows that because of them, I had like a difficult year last year. So anyway, so today, no, actually yesterday, he took me to get some stuff in the store. So, and like I said, I noticed because like I'm eating a lot more, so I'm getting fatter, right? So I look at Ranco Negro, and I'm like, wait a minute. If like I couldn't find, no, we went to Target, and if you look at Target, they don't sell shirts like 3X or jeans 40X. So I'm wandering around, so I was like, I couldn't find 3X shirts. And then if they're like 3X shirts, they're like 20 cents more, 40 cents more. So I'm looking around, and I couldn't find my size, my 42 jeans, or Dickies, or my jeans, so, and 42 by 32. So I'm like, so I went to another Target, and I realized, so the only one that I went to, so it was like Walmart, right? And I was like, and I barely like find 2 or 3, like, so I'm like, where did this Franco Negro buy his tank tops or his underwears, right? Because if he saw, like, when he woke up, so like I said, like, I think he has a picture of me on the wall. Like the song, like, picture me, like, Kid Rock or whatever, or like Stan. So, I mean, using this epic because they want to make, money off of me, and because they want to make Jaylene famous or whatever. So I'm walking around. So I went to, like I said, I was walking, and then I went to another Target. So then I went to another Target, and he's just like, "Where you?" I mean, no, there was no size more than 40 by 32, or a size like 3X. So I'm like, so technically, you're banned from Target. You have to pay 30 cents more, which I bet anything that doing this with me, I mean, you're stealing from me or whatever, you're using the money to buy clothes, number one. So I go to Walmart, there's literally one size, two size. But if you notice too, supposedly he's broke or whatever, he uses old Jordan. Like he's like flashing or whatever, he's hard wearing these shirts. And if people notice, he changes a lot of Jordans. So, but if you think about it, like Jordans, or for example, if he says that he's wife's choice or whatever, and in this like false advertisement, or like for example, he's snitching around on McDonald's, because look at his website, or look at Eric Crispin's house. What happened in front of his house? He's making pedestrians actually, instead of thinking about pedestrians walking, what about like a senior citizen or like an old lady with a stroller or whatever, having respect, or families, baby moms with strollers. Instead, like I said, look at that website. Put San Francisco West Choice. Like I said, it's so fast, and this is what they hate. Like I said, I'm not gonna be their slave. I'm not gonna butt down to them. And like I said, like you go anything to jail, but like I said, I know where I stand at, and like I said, it's been difficult. And if you stand, if you wear my shoes, like I said, they will burn your feet. Just like, you couldn't believe it, what I've been through because of them. Jail, all this stuff, allegations. Like I said, but I was like, hey, where do you buy your boxers at? How come, like, looking up and just thinking about me and saying, or trying to threaten me about, like, or do a background check because because he's the supposedly operation manager, and supposedly criminal threats. Oh, okay. Because I was a former employee. I told that guy, and I knew that guy. Like I said, people that don't. Okay, I know a lot of people there, and I told the guy, I said, look, because he wanted to fight me. I also told him to go there and punch me. So I told him, look, hey man, look, I don't want to fight you. Look, first of all, because I know you, and like I said, it's just like I know who you are, and like I said, this is a family issue. I don't want you to get involved. Okay, so next thing you know, Oscar told, and because like they're friends with Frank, Roger, and whatever, Jose, the guy with the Chevy S10, they're all friends, and like I said, they cover each other. Like I said, basically like mustard and ketchup. Like if one agrees, and because he's the boss or whatever, and like I said, they all agree, and eventually, like I said, they all agree. Eventually, like I said, 10 versus 1. Like I said, when I got arrested, they were like, where was the knife? I'm like, one knife. Like I said, all of a sudden being arrested, asking me, even before, like I said, before I got divorced, after all my arrests, I never had a knife. I never threatened nobody because I don't like that, first of all. So like I said, check my paperwork. I never had no criminal threats or whatever. And all because I just told the other guy, and like I said, my side of, my version or whatever never comes out. And he said, like, I do this, and that. Okay, so I posted a couple pictures. Look, the fugitive watch. He's the SUV bandit. He was the one that he was stealing, or he was robbing people, impersonating a police officer. And like I said, I got facts that my dad Adrian, Israel Romero. And like I said, if you look at the SUV, they took it to Mexico and sold it there. So, at the same time, like I said, I'm tired of them. And like I said, so if they're making allegations or whatever, making things up, no, mine are facts. So they had, like I said, and they used to be taunting police officers back in the days. And like I said, especially in the Burnell area, Chellerwood, and if there were any car accidents, and like I said, if the people that were involved, because there was some what's called some deaths, some people died, and if you check out the facts, it says like what's called they were intoxicated or they were under the influence at all. So if you're driving, and I also had like a big old spotlight, like I said, big like steering wheel, bigger than that. And it was like 1,000, or I forgot how many, but it was like for a boat, like it goes in the sea. So people be driving, and he used to put them in the face. So people just like, and because one time, like I said, I was with my ex-wife, and we see them, and we seen the other car swerve over there by Burnell, and it caused a collision, right? So now is that one day they came running, like I said, they used to go downtown, and they were running away from the lobby because they said they were taunting this police officer with a spotlight, and the police officer was on the other side of the railroad tracks. So there was no way that he could have, because like if the police officer was actually, the spotlight that they have actually was like 10 times bigger than that. So if the police officer was on the other side of the rails, like there was no way he could have just like bust a U-turn or whatever because there were the rails, and so there's a street. And so they had the SUV and everything, and they lived like a couple blocks away. So they thought it was funny, and like I said, mine are all facts, right? So they're just allegations, it's like, not just that, it's like taking a pedicure and gossiping, like, how can we make money off of him? And like I said, it's been really hard, like I said, this whole time, and they're still doing it. And I don't know why, like I said, they're still pushing, like I said, in order to prosecute me, or like Jesus, like, innocently, crucified me. And like I said, to me, like I said, in my heart, I have peace of mind. And as long as my relationship with God is fine, that's what matters. But if the judge or whatever the DA wants to commit me, like I said, by all means, just like I said, it's like I said, just telling me, or my Lord's telling me, just like, hey, we're going to that roller coaster, so just get ready. So this is why I'm doing this. Like I said, after a year and a half of them costing me, like now, like I did the math, over $9,000. It's just like, enough's enough. And like I said, so and if you audit, what's called if the IRS will actually take the time and audit them, or like put the scales, and I know way more information. Like I said, so I'm gonna try to do everything before tomorrow, because tomorrow, like I said, I'm tired of this, and like I said, it's just like I'm tired of them alleging, saying that like I'm just like drunk or whatever, and making allegations. So for example, I'm calling him fat. He is, How come he just loves himself, instead of focusing on me, focus on him? See, so it's just like, mine's are facts. He's just allegation and statements. So, like for example, that Chevy Impala, come on, like I said, DA investigators checked the date that my Chevy Impala 2004, which I got arrested, is on the police report. What's called actually San Jose PD, one officer was nice enough, and last time when I got arrested in my suavecito, my vehicle, the officers, like I said, they were like extreme. Like I said, my respects to them. Like I said, it's like good apples and bad apples. You have the good officers, you got, like I said, and like I said, I have still things pending. I have some work that, to some officers that I feel bad though, because like everything was going perfect, and like I said, to me, just like my mentality was so to 35 batch number 35 something. I'm sorry, I apologize. And like I said, if you check my record, I mean, you know what was going on in my life, but the thing is like, at the same time, you know, good apples and bad apples. And my respects to him because like I mean, he has helped me because like I said, I mean, I'm not perfect. Like I said, I'm not an angel, but I try to practice what I preach. But at the same time, it's just like I'm not gonna just hang myself too. At the same time, it's just like I gotta put my foot down. And after a year and a half, it's just like enough's enough. And things like and even like investigators do a background check on me. Like instead of keep asking, insisting me, what you want me to say. I mean, at the same time, as for example, people that I know 22 years, people that posted bail on me, they will tell you that they will never, ever see me with my brothers and people out there. Like I said, I mean, I know we're COVID-19 or whatever, but at the same time, like taking me to justice, but I want to have like my fair trial, right? Not just because you see me that I'm poor or you see me that I'm a minority or I'm homeless. Like I said, just like, or like I said, I mean, just because he has money, or it's not even his money. It's Eric Crespo. But at the same time, the money that basically why his choice got founded was from those robberies. Check it out, the SUV bandits. Like I said, that's how they put the money together, extorting people and tell people they were gonna call immigration. Those are the people they are. So check it. So I'm trying to find some articles on it and post it before tomorrow because like I know tomorrow. And like I said, I've been calling the numbers that Judge Manley gave me. I've been calling these people and nobody wants to help me because of at the same time I'm not gonna just like hang myself either because like I'm not gonna say something that I'm not. And they keep pressing me, keep pushing me to go do this, do that when I'm not. So and like I said, this is my final chance that to basically try to defend myself. But anybody would, like I said, I mean, if I want a fair trial or I want to be treated fairly to this day, like I said, I don't still believe there's equal justice or because they're doing it to me still, right? So and they're making an example out of me, and like I said, it's just like my PTSD or whatever, my stress. Like I said, I mean, at the same time, you send me to the department, department here, I'm heading, then the family court, which I never knew, like here back and forth, and like I said, then you want me to do this and that, and then like I mean, come on, at the same time, it's just like I gotta eat, right? So at the same time, it's just like I mean, people are helping me try to because they know actually and like I said, ask any of my friends, anybody, the people that I know 22 years, that I know 15 years, anybody will tell you that you never ever see me walking with my sibling or with DNA. Why? Because they're embarrassing to me. Why? Because they did this to me. And at the same time, check out the sjpd bandits. And like I said, but at the same time, people and people that watch this, don't get scared though, because like I mean, they're just a bunch of clowns and they're cowards because they were pulling rifles. And like I said, I mean, impersonating a police officer. And like I said, now they're just scared. Like I said, so look at go to the internet and the fugitives. So now because it cost me $9,000, I want my reward for $10,000. So I can't even get that because like I don't know why the DA they're trying to pursue it though. So see, so is that equality? No. So check it out. Go online, fugitive watch SUV bandits. So I'm trying to post, like I said, because a friend of mine told me tomorrow, like I said, I mean, I gave him my word, and like I said, I'm tired of this too at the same time. But check it out, the SUV bandits.